Hello, this is the July Discovering Happiness with Intention review. So for the first, it's Canada Day, and just wanted to show honor and respect for our history, both bad and good, that has helped shape the Canada that I know and shape myself into a person and people that I know that are trying their best to be inclusive of everybody and to care about each other and to really make this world a better place. I think that the people that I see do show respect to others and to our society. And yeah, today that I was also focused on just honoring my own needs. Um, okay, so for the second, find the others. Um, there are others out there that I resonate with, and I know that, and I have my eyes shut to it. And it's just about having faith in finding those things that I do resonate with, finding the people that I resonate with, and just having that faith that it's out there so that I can keep my eyes open to it instead of focusing on the things that I don't resonate with. The third, live in the real world, getting off of social media again because that's not the real world, and that is a place where you can find instant gratification. It's the easy way out to connect. And I think that I want to take a stand to be able to be off of social media more often and find the events and find the ways to connect that are more rewarding and less superficial and that instant gratification. So, yeah, I'm really trying to get out of Facebook. This is one of the reasons why I put everything on YouTube as well, and hoping that I can move away from that more, um, I don't know, superficial platform, I guess. The fourth, sustainable living. Uh, I want to be able to live on low income, like low spending. I want to be able to find low key events that I can go to that are still rewarding. Being able to find exercises and food that's healthy, um, getting a lot of sleep, and being in a beautiful space. Those are my basic needs for sustainable living for myself. And so I just want to focus on making sure that I have those in my life. The fifth, give in to the sad. Just cry it out. Just things are not working the way I want them to, and it's okay to just have a day to cry it out. The sixth, open the cover of the book. This meant my own book. Just being curious about where my story goes. Just recognizing that even though the first chapter of my life might have been crap, and the second chapter of my life was lacking joy, the third chapter, who knows? Maybe it's an epic romance waiting around the corner. Maybe it's a fantastic adventure. I don't know. And so I think it's good to just be curious and open to see what's coming next instead of expecting the same things to keep happening in my life. Uh, the seventh, not being selfish. Um, I didn't post anything this day, I guess, but I posted a different meme that I commented on, and it's just about not feeling guilty for wanting to be treated well. It's not selfish to have some standards and to have some boundaries, and that's something that I struggle with. The eighth, take time for me, just some meditation and recentering and grounding, just really having a self care day. The ninth, fight with love. Allow others to have their joy too. So I believe this one came from watching Everything Everywhere All at Once. And I just really love being able to fight my battles in a quiet way that brings people joy. Um, Fighting is not about having strength or being strong or putting somebody else in their place and putting them down. It's about showing compassion and showing love and really letting them open up and let their guard down. And that's how you win the fight. Um, it's not about having one person win over the other. It's about having both sides win. And that's really important to me. So the 10th, shift the energy. This is the day of my mom's passing a couple years ago, and I'm just working on having a moment to reflect and honor that, and then shifting the energy into something future oriented and working towards what I want to build and what I want to see in my life and what my mom would be proud of and the parts of her that I want to bring forward into my life and just really shifting the energy from the lack of what's missing to what I still have and what I can bring forward into the world, into my world. The 11th, be vulnerable, opening up when people hurt me, um, being able to put my own need to heal first. So, just really being able to speak my truth. And I've been good at doing that when it's something positive, but I've struggled still with being able to tell somebody if they've done something that's hurt me or if I don't like something that they're doing. And so I've been kind of just stepping away instead. And I'm really struggling to try to speak up, even though it's something that's going to hurt the other person when I say it. Um, the 12th, choose myself and others equally. So I don't need to choose myself first. I don't need to choose them first. I can choose both of us to be first. I can choose us both equally so that, again, back to there doesn't have to be a winner or a loser. Um, we can both win this battle and just really making sure that my wins are also wins for the other person. And yeah, I think that comes down to how we communicate, how we speak things, how we say things to people, making sure it's coming across in a nice way. The 13th, fill the container. Yeah, containers are good at keeping things contained, of course. And I don't like that. I don't like having containers on things. They keep things capped, keep things stifled, I think. Or containers are meant to keep people out. Um, but I think that it comes down to a glass is half empty or glass is half full thing. Um, I think that sometimes we need that container just to keep the water in. There was uh, a thing on Facebook that I saw about how um, kids in the playground were actually feeling more safe to explore and play when they had a fence. They did less of that exploration and play and testing their own boundaries within the fence or within the playground if they didn't have a fence. So that visual fence, that container, gave them more freedom to play within that container. And that was an interesting concept for me. So I think that as much as I don't like the container, maybe it's about just having an open container so that you can leave the container if you'd like to, but and you don't feel stifled or stuck. But there is the capacity to contain some joy, some love within that container. So yeah, that's just something that I'm pondering. The 14th, find my place. Just figuring out my own unique thing that I bring to the world, um, so that I can know where I belong. I can know where I fit in, and just really being solid that I do fit in there because I know what I can contribute. So partly I'm thinking about my job, and I know that where I'm at is not where I fit in. So I think it's time to look at changing that. The 15th, just relax. It's just a do nothing day, and it was a reward for being able to get through so much work that I had been doing. And yeah, when you put in a lot of work, you have to take those days to be able to just relax and be able to appreciate the work that you did and reward yourself for it. The 16th, stay cool. It was very hot. The heat wave was happening, and it was a day of literally making sure that I had enough water, that I had enough food, that was in the shade, that I was wearing protected clothing so that I didn't get sunburned, etc. So just really making sure that those environmental things out there are not threats. The 17th, meditation, just clearing out old beliefs that don't serve me and just really seeking inward to find some answers, to be able to um, move forward in my life. Just asking myself what my own truth is. The 18th, receive connection, allowing myself to soak up the good people and especially the people who are willing to share themselves with me and share the good and the joy that they have and share that with me. I'm a hell yes person, so if someone is not a hell yes to spending time with me or sharing something with me, then I don't want to force it. But when they do share with me and enjoy spending time with me, then I allow myself to really soak it up and feel good about it and just absolutely love receiving it. The 19th, pushing through the fear. This was about going skating on a new pathway with a friend who is much less fearful than I am. She is very athletic, and I am not. And so, just being able to go on this new pathway that ended up being a lot more um, scary and fast paced and new terrain that I didn't know, and just being able to go for it and still enjoy the ride without freaking out too much. The 20th, no assuming, being able to talk through the weirdness that people were having with me. Um, and in the past, I would have made assumptions about what was going on in their head. I would have withdrawn from them. I would have um, just really internalized and overthought and wondered and gone to all these weird places that are not even real. And so this was about not assuming and just make some time to ask if I could talk it out with them and just ask those questions like what is going on in your head so that I know what's real and I'm not just making things up. The 21st, connecting, finding deeper connections and forcing myself to reach out to the people that I want to connect with and just really being brave enough to do that. The 22nd, pushing myself a teeny bit more, just being able to push my boundaries to the test while I'm exercising and just trust my body and just take it one step further just to see that I can do it. And if not, then back off again. But it's always good to keep trying to go that one step further. The 23rd, pace myself. So I just had a lot going on at that time, and I ended up missing a party because I chose to. I chose that I needed to do some self-care and I needed to take some rest and relax instead of going to a big event that was going to just leave me more tired for the coming week. The 24th, Soak Up the Joy. This was a festival that I volunteered at, and I just allowed myself to open my eyes to soak it up and just watch all the people, all the families just enjoying, connecting, enjoying the music, enjoying each other, enjoying the event. And yeah, it was just really nice to be able to see the world opening back up again. The 25th, seize the opportunity. This is just a day to go out on a whim with a friend. I had planned to just do nothing and stay at home and take an easy day. And a friend called me up, and it was really nice because I just resonated with them at the moment and said, you know what? Yeah, let's go do this. Let's have fun. And it was a really good day. The 26th, follow through. So yeah, I had wanted to just have some downtime because I hadn't had that the day before. I had gone out on the whim. But I just really needed to honor a promise to get together with someone. And so I did. And just focusing on the fact that I'm honoring that and that I feel good for that does change the perspective instead of going, oh, I don't want to go hang out with this person. So, the 27th, open communication. Honesty really is the best policy. So, I just really need to be able to speak my truth and heal those wounds and be able to deepen the connections because I'm allowing myself to be vulnerable and open up to the good and the bad, being able to talk through that stuff. And it really does help to be able to connect with people. 28th, let go of the stress. This is just about not being hard on myself, being able to just do some deep breathing and relax and just really releasing my guilt, releasing just anything that I'm beating myself up about, releasing any negative self-talk, just really um, dancing it out or moving it out or yelling it out or whatever needs to happen, whatever feels right. Um, just allowing myself to shift that narrative. The 29th, deep thoughts, expanding my mind and finding a new outlook on life. So this was just going deep into some new ways of thinking, going into some videos and things that can help me expand my mind and help me get some perspective on things. The 30th, find where I belong. Again, with my job, I just really not feeling like I belong there. Um, and so I actually chatted with one of my coworkers, and I realized that one of the reasons that I'm not enjoying my job is because the job is useless. The people that we're trying to help are not even wanting to be helped. It is the service that's kind of forced upon people to prove that they're doing their due diligence in their health. And really, all it's doing is detracting from their health because it's taking away their time that they could be utilizing towards actually going grocery shopping or finding time to cook better meals or, whatever, instead of spending hours at a time to talk to the specialist. When they've already done all that work, they know what they're doing. They just literally don't, they have other problems in the way And the freed up time would really help a lot with that. So it's a bit of a make work project, I guess, that I'm working with right now. And that does not feel rewarding to me. So I need to be in a place that has people who actually want to be there or need to be there, and will appreciate the services that we're offering. The 31st, Trustee Actions. So yeah, just without having confirmation of the words, um, that I am wanted to be there, that I'm a hell yes. Just really noticing the actions and um, seeing how the other person feels in the moment when I'm with them, and not and letting go of the hope that those words will come. Not everybody is good with words. Not everybody's good with those communication pieces. Um, but when someone lights up, when you show up in the room and they're happy to see you, like genuinely happy to see you, then it feels really good. And so I'm letting go of the expectation for that confirmation and just trusting myself and my intuition that yes, they genuinely are happy to see me. And so that's really showing my own self confidence and having faith in myself, and um, and just knowing that I'm worthy of being a hell yes in someone's life, and I don't need um, this thing or that thing to prove it. Um, I guess like society tells us that we should um, hear from them every so often, or that they should say specific things, or that they should do specific things on the holidays, or that, oh, they should take me to a fancy restaurant on a date, or whatever the case may be, whatever society or your family has set up as normal. Just trying to break through those expectations, to be able to just really feel in the moment what is real. And and so that helps to not have expectations on the future, and not have expectations on what they should or shouldn't do, and also on what I should or shouldn't do. Just knowing that the enjoyment of the moment is enough. And yeah, so um, I guess I just really struggle with connections, like with deep connections. And so when I do find those moments of deep connection, I kind of I find myself expecting those middle pieces, those other things, those society rules to go along with it. And so I'm choosing to just appreciate that connection, that moment for what it is, and not expect anything further. So just trusting the actions and trusting my own response, I guess, to those actions in the moment, and um, yeah, just not looking for more validation outside of that. So okay, that's my rambling for the month of July, and I hope it's a great month for you as well. And thank you.